Derek Chauvin to ask U.S. Supreme Court to review conviction. The former Minneapolis police officer's attorney said there are several reasons why his client's conviction in the unaliving of George Floyd should be overturned, including the attention the case received. So because the case got a lot of attention, suddenly that means your client didn't choke this man out, even though other people claim Derek Chauvin did the exact same thing. It's the caucasity for me, man. It's not audacity. It's just caucasity at this point. Former Minneapolis police officer Derek Chauvin is poised to ask the U.S. Supreme Court to reconsider his conviction in the unaliving of George Floyd, his attorney said. Chauvin was found guilty in April 2021 of second-degree unaliving, third-degree unaliving, and manslaughter in connection with Floyd's unaliving on Memorial Day more than 3 years ago. He was one of 4 officers called to a Minneapolis convenience store where Floyd, a 46-year-old black man, had allegedly used a counterfeit $20 bill to purchase cigarettes. Bystander video of the subsequent confrontation shows Chauvin kneeling down on Floyd's neck for more than 9 minutes, ignoring his cries of "I can't breathe." The clips were later shared on social media and quickly went viral, sparking fierce criticism of law enforcement and protests against police brutality in Minneapolis and beyond. Chauvin's attorney, William Moorman, said there are several reasons why the conviction should be overturned, including the amount of attention the case received. He has long argued the trial could have turned out differently if it was held outside of Minneapolis and away from the backlash triggered by what happened to George Floyd. This criminal trial generated the most amount of pretrial publicity in history, Moorman said Wednesday. More concerning are the riots which occurred after George Floyd's unaliving and led the jurors to all express concerns for their safety in the event they acquitted Mr. Chauvin. Safety concerns which were fully evidenced by surrounding the courthouse in barbed wire and National Guard troops during the trial and deploying the National Guard throughout Minneapolis prior to jury deliberations. That's Derek Chauvin's crying, whining attorney. Moorman in May requested the Minnesota Supreme Court reconsider the case after the Minnesota Court of Appeals, the Minnesota Court of Appeals in April rejected his arguments. On Tuesday, the state's highest court denied Chauvin's petition in a one-page order without additional comment, allowing Chauvin's conviction and 22.5-year sentence to stand. It's the caucasity for me, man.
It wasn't fair, guys. You should be able to kneel on a black man and get away with it, guys.
That's his argument, essentially.
Wee.
Yeah.